Hello, I'm here with a 16-day post-op update. So sorry. I haven't been able to update since 3 days post-op, and it's not because anything bad happened. I've just been super busy, and traveling to California and back has got me all kind of tired and getting back into the routine of things. So anyway, I'm going to try to keep this video short and to the point so you can get the most valuable information out of it that you need. So if you haven't paid attention to my previous videos, go back and watch those so you can catch up to this point now. I had cervical 2-level artificial disc replacement 2 years ago. I just kind of reached that 2-year milestone. Everything's going great there. I have no issues to talk about. So if there's something specific you want in regards to my cervical journey, you'll have to message me or comment for asking for an update or specifics, because I'm no longer really going to update on that unless something changes. So it's kind of where it's at with that. Now lumbar. Had back issues for quite some time now. We just went to California to see Dr. Rasouli on January 22nd of 2020 and had 1 level L3-4 done with the ProDisc L. So that's where I'm at. Kind of, if you want an update how I felt immediately following surgery, you can go back and watch the previous video. But after that, things kind of are a blur right now. I was very tired. We stayed at the Airbnb. I did walk quite a bit. We were in a great Airbnb that had a lot of nice sidewalks and such to go walk through. We went to the farmer's market over there. I felt good overall. I would say my biggest battle during days like 4 to 7 was nausea. My body is definitely not used to being pumped full of a variety of concoctions, and that was not making me feel the best. Nausea, coupled with the fact that I just wasn't hungry due to the nausea, made the nausea even worse. So once I kind of was able to break that cycle, I started to feel a little bit better. Travel home was interesting. Rasouli is an outpatient setting, so I went home immediately and then flew home on Sunday. I'm trying to think. So surgery was on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 4 days post-op. I was already flying home in the airplane. I got a seat towards the back, so I was near the bathrooms and stuff. So if I felt I needed to stand up or walk around a little bit, I could. It was 2 3-hour flights. So we did one to Houston and then one up to Michigan. That's kind of how it went. So it was nice to have that little break in between. Sitting was okay. I did take a muscle relaxer and such before getting on the plane. I feel like that just helped relax me and kind of tired me out for the trip a little bit. I don't have anything like bad to say about it, except it was just uncomfortable. And at times, especially the last hour, I just wanted to be done. That kind of is how it went on the plane. And then since getting home, one thing that hit me was the travel coupled with the surgery, and that Pacific to East Coast time thing kind of messed me up. The first, I would say 3 to 4 days, I was just super tired. I spent a lot of time sleeping, more than I think I ever really have, which was good for my body. I just kind of allowed it to do its thing, and I had super supportive family and staff here at the gym who was willing to cover and step in wherever we needed help. So things went well. I did return to my other job that is a remote position that works from home immediately following my return. So I was back to work Tuesday. Biggest battle was just clarity in my focus and mindset. Sometimes I was having to take still a few pain pills, and that would just make it hard to focus for me. So I was dealing a little bit with that. So I worked a little bit slower than normal, but I was still able to get all of my work done. Once that kind of dissipated, my husband ended up getting a cold. I ended up getting a cold. Let me tell you guys, when you have abdomen surgery and then you end up coughing, yeah, it's not the most comfortable thing. So was able to get through it. The best way to I found to make it feel better when you have to cough is to kind of hold a pillow against you, or just kind of place my hands and braced my belly a little bit before I had to cough. That definitely made it feel a little bit more relieving. Just a little tip for those of you who might end up getting a cold after surgery. It sucked. I'm on the mend now though and doing well. I took some immune supplements if you're interested in knowing kind of what I take as far as immune boosts and greens and collagens and things like that to help prime my body for the proper recovery. Just get a hold of me and I'm happy to direct you in that direction as well. But overall, have just kept a healthy diet. I will say that I am 16 days post-op again right now, and that day 14 was a huge victory for me. I feel like that was the first day I woke up and I had a normal poo. So meaning like I was back to my regular poop schedule. Everything felt good, looked good. That may seem TMI, but we're all thinking it because the last thing you want to do is get bound up after you go through a back and abdominal surgery like this. It is definitely scary and not the most comfortable thing, and can definitely make going to the bathroom not so fun. So that has been very good, and I took a probiotic with some CBD in it and things that has really just kind of helped get my stomach and digestion back on track. What else? I have some notes up here. For those what wanted to know about the incision specifically, it's kind of funny right now. Half my tape is on, half my tape is off, but 7 days post-op, the gauze came off. I had absolutely no leakage on my gauze the whole time. It was completely clean every time. With Rasouli, you were allowed to shower and then just pat it dry when you were done and then replace the gauze. Now I'm just waiting for the tape to fall off by itself. Half of it has fallen off and half of it hasn't, so I kind of cut that little bit. The incision is 5 inches long and it goes around my belly button. So at 16-day post-op, especially for the ladies who wonder, this is kind of what it is looking like there. So I'll let the rest of that tape kind of fall off on its own. And then show you the incision once it's all done and hopefully healing better. Other than that, the incision pain has been very minimal and everything. I don't have a lot of uncomfortable pulling or tightening of it so far. So maybe once I get back to more movements, I'll experience that. But so far, so good on the incision front. The back pain front is very good. Yeah, it's super. It's better every day. I'm not taking any pain meds, muscle relaxers, or such during the day. The only time that I've had to put some medications into myself is at night. I get this kind of 5 p.m. Just kind of ache in my back that if I don't get on top of it quickly, I find that sometimes I wake up at 2, 3 in the middle of the night with that pain. It's not allowing me to sleep and get the best recovery I need. So I kind of just bit the bullet and said, hey, my body is telling me it just needs a little help right now. So I'll take either Muscle Rex or sometimes I take Tramadol, but mostly I've also just taken some ibuprofen or Tylenol, spacing those out or switching. I tried to do Tylenol. I have found that ibuprofen was helping a little bit more. And the doctor said all of that was okay. I also took Tylenol because one time I did get a incredible headache, so I called just to make sure that was okay, nothing related to anything else, and it was a rebound headache from taking pain meds because that was not something I was used to, so it was a rebound effect, and I just was getting a really bad headache from the pain meds, and actually Tylenol helped with that. Pain meds will not help with your headache, they will actually make it worse. So I learned that during this journey as well so far. Currently where I'm at with medications is I have taken 0 nerve meds such as gabapentin or anything post-op, not one time. I have had some lingering nerve pain. It's mostly at night. I don't really, day to day, getting up and down, I don't have it. When I lay down at night, I mostly get it in my legs. I can feel it kind of in my upper legs, in my quad area. It still kind of lingers. And when it comes, it's usually middle of the night. So that is something that I hope subsides with time, but again, I was bone on bone. They put a really good space back in there, and so I got some nice disc hike back on me, and that's called distraction pain. So those nerves are just trying to adapt to that new stretch or space that's created. That's pretty normal for what I'm going through, so you might have some of that. They did tell me I could take gabapentin at night if I wished, just at night, and it would help with that. So far, I haven't done that. I'll just kind of take a muscle relaxer like I mentioned, or maybe a Tramadol, just kind of depending on what my symptoms are before I go to bed. And there has been a couple nights I've taken nothing as well, so play it by ear. What else? The bloat has went down considerably in my abdomen as well. I mentioned, the bowels, but I'm feeling a lot better. I was feeling 3 months pregnant for a while, and I'm sure you all will feel that way. Everything's going to be descended on comfortable, but overall, I am gonna come back to part 2 of this because I just got an incoming call and I did not put this on airplane mode. So we're gonna try this again. This is part 2 of where we just left off in the previous video. If for any reason you are just coming to this video, go back and watch part 1 because I'm gonna go from there. So yes, I was talking about bloat and it's gone and it's all good. Sleeping, that's kind of the direction I meant to go, I think, was to lead from nerve pain into how I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping on my side mostly. Feels very comfortable with a body pillow, but I do sleep on my back. If I sleep on my back, I'll prop a pillow underneath my knees. That makes it very comfortable as well. So all of that is going good. I will say after day 14, which was just a couple days ago, I have definitely noticed that I'm feeling more like my normal self as far as energy level, just mindset, attitude, like it's all feeling really good and my back is feeling really good. And kind of if there were a couple things that I would nitpick that are kind of left over, it would just be getting over this cold that I got coming back to Michigan. And that's lingering in me, and then also the nerve pain at night in my upper legs, that's still kind of dissipating. Those are really the 2 issues. People are going to ask, like, okay, so what's it look like now? I'm going to let you know that 14 days post-op, my doctor said I could come back to the gym, I could walk around a little bit, could do some, ring rows, just things that kept me in a very neutral spine with no load whatsoever. I did do those and posted a few of those exercises in the Facebook group that I am part of. Some people were definitely surprised and concerned about those things, but I'm just going to reinforce in this video, whenever you have surgery, you have to follow your doctor's orders. Things are going to be different for each of us depending on what you did pre-op, what you've done your whole life, what exactly is going on in your back, what kind of disc you got. There are so many things that come into play. Also, I have the body awareness and the training from my years of fitness to go ahead and be, objective when I'm doing these movements. I know what it means to keep my spine neutral and not lose my lumbar, right? Some people aren't trained to do those things. So you're going to want to make sure that when you get back to fitness, that you've had a coach and you've had somebody watch you and cue in those things so that you're really dialed in to protect your spine after. But I'm happy to be walking. I'm happy to be doing a few push-ups and a few ring rows right now. And I know all the other stuff that I also love to do will come later. I think that is it for 16 days. I wish I had more for you, but this video will be shorter than the first part. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to comment below. Again, anybody watching this, I wish you the best journey. It's going to be different for everyone depending on where you go, how many levels you have done. So please don't get caught in that comparison trap of, what am I doing versus what someone else does. You're really just going to have to listen to your own body and your doctors. And then if you're interested in pursuing your health and fitness after surgery, you're going to need to work with a coach or be surrounded with people who know what they're telling you to do. I trust those people around me and know that everybody has my health and wellness in mind. So you find your people too. All right. Thanks, guys. Take care.